Hello viewers, welcome to my YouTube channel Curious to Act, and this is a new autism education video all about going to the supermarket and how I cope with going to the supermarket. The supermarkets we regularly go to are Aldi and Tesco. I find that Aldi is really difficult. Aldi is difficult because it's so small and the aisles are so narrow, and also Aldi does have some nice cereal. Once you get used to finding your favourites in Aldi, you can get some nice food, but it can be very overwhelming because the aisles are so narrow, the people are squished nearer to you, and then there's the middle aisle, which is my favourite in Aldi. I always like check and see what there is in the middle aisle, but going to Aldi, it really wears me down sensory wise, and I feel like suffocated in Aldi and I have to get outside. And so I went to Tesco today, so I'll give you a rundown. I had fun today, it was a good one today. I'll give you a rundown and then I'll tell you about when it's a bad time at Tesco. So to go to Tesco, I had my shower, it took me a while, had a little rest after my shower, then I went to wash my face, then put my outfit on, and then you go for emergency wee before you go to Tesco. Twice, because if you've got bladder weakness like me, and then we went into the cafe. So you get Tesco, park up, and Mum's favourite, she has this thing where she has a favourite parking space, and if she can't have that favourite parking space, she's got a second favourite parking space. So yeah, and then so park up, and then we get out. I was doing a bit of ukulele, I was singing a bit, and I was because that will be in a separate video, my ukulele, but I was like humming and singing a bit. And then we went in, and because we was going to eat first, we went to the cafe. Now the cafe bit has had a makeover, so my eyes were all weird. When I go in Tesco, my vision and my eyes, because it's so overwhelming, my eyes can go weird, and I did feel like sort of tiny bit dizzy because they've got a new carpet, and it's like all lots of little bitty stuff on the carpet, like little patches of grey and stuff. It wasn't like a distinct pattern, it was just like different patches of grey. And then, but so the first thing I did was, there's the big cardboard menu thing, and it was a big board, and we come to the first one, and it was right by a load of people sat at the tables, and I felt really uncomfortable. It's like, I don't want to look at it here because there's all these people looking. So we went a little bit further and found the one that was actually by the proper entrance, which is the proper entrance where you properly go and look at the food. So I guess maybe because it was a bit of a change, I didn't like looking at the first menu board, but I was okay with the second menu board because it was where the regular entrance is. And then I had to figure out so I figured out I was going to have potato, cheese and beans, and then I had to figure out what I'm going to drink, what my drink was going to be. So I was like, because my eyes tend to go funny at the supermarket, so I tend to do, at the supermarket, I tend to do peripheral. It's real hard to lay this out to make sense. So I had my dinner, zoned out a couple of times, because this is what happens when I have my dinner. I can a boy that Dominic, who used to be on my videos, he has noticed that when I eat, like, I zone out, I go completely somewhere else, right into my head. So we were waiting for the food to arrive, so I zoned out. And then I go a bit like that. So that's what I do. And I was sort of humming a bit. And as in humming with my mouth, not smelling. But then I ate dinner, and then it was time. And then I have a little routine of going and looking at the magazines and seeing what magazines I'm going to get. So I got my Doctor Who magazine and a painting magazine and My Little Pony magazine and 2 blind bag things. And then it's the sandwiches, the fruit pots and the juice. So that's easy because I have the regular juices that I get. And then it was really cold down the refrigerator aisle, and I was like this. It's like, because I didn't go with a coat on because the rest of the world environment around me was quite mild, but I was like this down the aisle, down the freezer aisle. So that was cold. And then it was, I had to find my yogurt. They changed my yogurt. They've changed my yogurt because I used to get the Tesco value yogurt, and they're about 10p each, like 15p each, and the strawberry, and they're all like strawberry, like liquidy kind of. And they've changed them. They've changed packaging, and so I was really annoyed that they changed my yogurts. So I'd bought some ski yogurts instead, but they're only 15p, the yogurts that I usually have. They're 15p and they've gone and taken them away. So that was annoying. What happens when I look at all the food in Tesco? Well, first of all, I get tired, and second of all, my vision sort of goes down a notch, as in, like, we're not going to bother looking at everything because it's just a mass of stuff. So when I just find my favourite items, I just go peripheral vision, just grab them, because it's really hard to locate the items that you like. So I guess I tend to just have favourites because it's really hard to find a new thing to have. It's really hard to describe. Obviously all the volume and all the beeps and all the people talking are all the same level. And in the restaurant there was some ladies talking, and I could hear what they were saying, and then somebody behind me was talking about a magician. So it's like everybody's saying all these conversations at once, but you get like half of their conversation put with half of their conversation. So I end up a lot of the time making noises to myself. And my favourite aisle in Tesco, which is the least stressful aisle, because it's the toys. I really like looking at the toys. I always like doing that, and books, and seeing what the specials are down there where they usually have the Easter and the Halloween stuff. They're my favourite aisles because food is like, they're more exciting to me than just the foods. Like food, yeah, food. What's that? Toys. Oh, what's in the toy section today? So I might have got some toy items today. And then I was looking at the diaries in Tesco, because I was looking at them and I found one, and it had the train network, the railway network, and it had the London Tube map. I thought, that's good, it's good. And then I found another one, and it had a whole sheet of like every special occasion and holiday of every country ever in the world, it seemed like. And it had like conversion charts for convert everything you can think of, and then conversion chart for shopping with like clothing sizes. So I was comparing these diaries they had in Tesco, but I was disappointed because the one that had all the conversion charts, well, first I think it might have been leather, which I wouldn't have bought anyway, but it had all these conversion charts, and it didn't have the tube map or the railway map. Well, it had loads of other information, and none of them had Roman numerals or wedding anniversaries information. So I've yet to find a sort of smaller size diary / planet that has got every bit of like extra information you could want, like tube map, railway network, clothing sizes, Roman numerals, wedding anniversaries. Just like, maybe I should see if there's a book that's just got all that information in, because then you might like maybe have a fraction of it be an actual diary and the rest just be loads of useful information. That would be cool. So I was comparing the diaries to see if they was any good, but I didn't find one that had all the information in it that I wanted. So I bought some shopkins, and then I pressed one of the Halloween things, and then the shop assistant came up to the other shop assistant and said, "You can turn that off, you know," and they turned it off. It's like, geez, really, this is funny. So yeah, my eyes have to work really hard at Tesco, and I can get tired easily. So what happens, I sort of get a bit hyper after I have food. So either at Tesco I'll either get my magazines and run to look at the toys, or I'll be going round getting the food with Mum. And some days it's really hard because we're like, oh, I need to get out, I need fresh air, because it's like too much and stuff. This is really rubbish video, really, because it's really hard to describe it to people who don't see it the same as I do. But it's like my eyes go funny. That's the main message of this video, is my eyes go funny at Tesco, and it's all really loud, and sometimes I'm really hyper and ticker bouncy and can cope with it and make like lots of noise and do funny walks down the aisles. Like nobody else knows that there's this game sparks going off in my head about I'm probably really subtle, but in my head it's like when I'm feeling techy, it's like I'll do funny works and it's like yay and stuff. But when it's really bad, I'm more like, oh, can we go? I need to get out of here. But today was a good day. And I had fun today. I found I'm happy that because I found the 2 things that I actually wanted to get, which is Shopkins and Aveeno, that moisturising lotion, which I think the advert for that is silly. It's like, the secret is out, hydration is in. It's like, when was hydration ever a secret? I don't get that advert with Jennifer Aniston. It's like, hydration. Like, yeah, we know, we've known that since cavemen. So, maybe I could do a little setup of a budget with a shopping trolley and he's like going round looking at stuff, and I could do it that way because I find it hard to describe things with words. I find it easier to do visually, but it's hard to describe feelings. So that's just a little bit about going to the supermarket. So if you have any specific questions that I could use to make if you have any questions that I could use to make a more planned out video about supermarkets, that'd be really helpful, because it's always really helpful when people have really specific things they want to know about. I find that a lot easier to have specific answers rather than do a general thing. So that's just a video about me and supermarkets. Oh yeah, I used to like riding the trolleys at supermarkets, but I haven't done that for ages. And it's fun when you go in a supermarket with a boy who just wants to piss about, like a boyfriend who just wants to have fun, piss about. But when it's a boyfriend who wants to get food, it's really stressful. It's like, but yeah. So I hope you have enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching.